Okay, so we're back. This one's gonna be a little different. We're gonna look at the rooftop tent I got. Probably saw it coming with building the roof rack. But I picked up a Smittybilt Gen 2 size, the smaller sized one, not the XL. I also brought my friend Mark over to see it. So he'll give you his initial impressions because he's never seen it or really been around too many rooftop tents. And then I'll finish off with some of my opinions after using it a few times. And then further down the road, I'll probably make another video at the 6 or 8 month mark of using it over a dozen or so times to give you a real feel of what the tent's like. Putting the rooftop tent on the disco is quite challenging with it being almost 7 inches taller than stock with the lift, the tires, and then the roof rack. So it's a challenging vehicle to get this rooftop tent on compared to the truck in the background, which is a full-size half ton. It's a lot harder, but with my stepdad and myself, he's over 6'2" and I'm over 6 feet tall, we can get up there pretty good. It is also between 130 and 150 pounds, depending if you keep all your bedding in there and all that. So just remember that. So grab yourself a friend to put it on. But I think the disco would be on the harder spectrum of vehicles to get it up onto. It's really not too challenging given what it is. Once you have the tent securely mounted on your roof rack, it's quite easy to get it ready for actual camping. There's 2 straps that go over the whole rain cover, as well as then it's all zippered and very strongly Velcroed. So it's pretty easy. It took us only a few minutes to get it mounted and this rain cover off. So it's pretty straightforward, and it solves some of the problems from generation 1. There's no Velcro that actually keeps it onto the tent. It's all zippered. The Velcro is just to keep things tidy on the corners, so you won't run into that wearing out. They're very heavy duty YKK zippers, so I wouldn't see that as much of a problem as the previous model. When you're unfolding the tent, it's rather challenging if you go the back way compared to off to the side for me, because I have a large spare wheel in the way. A lot of cars won't have this because you just need to get the leverage to pull it down. It's super easy and light to pull down, but if you do have, say, a bike rack or anything that's sticking out from the back, it will make it more challenging. Only took a few minutes to get unfolded, and now we're gonna start putting up the sides, front, back, sides, everything with the metal fly holders. Seem really well built so far. Whole thing is really well built. Definitely grab a stool if you're height challenged. That's me. But it's been a really smooth process, not as bad as other ones we've dealt with in the past. And now we're gonna get setting it up for camping.
Okay, this is my first time doing this. Luke just showed me this, but so there's this little hole here. End of the rod goes in there first. Oh, keepers. Okay, then we take the rod. It's made to flex. Take the rod, hoop it through, and your torque kind of holds it in place there. Do the same thing over on this side. Bougie. And then I've never been in this yet, so this is Luke's tent, and I'm just coming over to see it right now, but whoa, it's okay. The mattress is dope though. That's like a thermarest mattress. What the hell is this? What is this?
That's your shoe holder.
A shoe holder?
Yeah, no muddy
Actually?
shoes. No muddy shoes, man.
That's pretty dope. Where's it go?
Right there, just below.
Oh! Ooh, check this out. Oh man, that's money. I'm not doing those D-links up because I suck at them.
That's perfect.
That's unreal. Sweet. Come take a look at these. What's with the bands?
Those bands hold it in when you're putting it away, so that the sides stay in, so it's really easy to close her up.
So I don't know if you guys can see these bands that go across. So the problem when you put these tents away is that the outsides here, they fold outwards and then you have to stuff them back in. But these bands pull it inward for when you put it away, and it pulls itself in to itself. You don't have to do any manual stuffing. It's perfect. Is that it?
That's it.
Intuitive. All right, so this is actually my first time inside the tent. This is Luke's tent, and I'm just over, we're setting it up, taking a look. First impressions, having a mattress, super handy. You don't need to pack your own. There's one in here, and it's super comfortable. It takes up the whole bed, which is fine because you have lots of sleeping room. And then getting into it, the first things I notice, see how light it is in here? They have these starlight or moonroof features, right? So you can unzip the mesh, which is on here, as well as the tent layer, and then you get this the fly, which has the clear coating here, so you can lay back and look at the stars, or if it's raining, you're still protected. You can watch the water come down and hit you in the face, so that's fun. But that's a cool feature. Second neat feature, back here, I noticed this right away, was this LED lighting. So there's a power pack, you have to supply your own power pack, plug her in, USB, turn her on, and you have LED lights over your head here. Good for reading, pretty neat feature, comes with the tent. Power pack doesn't, lights do. Moving along, there's these red straps. At first I didn't know what these were, and then Luke had to explain to me, but if you see, they reach pretty much right to the door there. So you can grab onto those and help pull yourself up into the tent. Handy. Every side is meshed, so you have the mesh feature on both sides, back, the front door where you're at, and over the roof as well. So tons of ventilation. If it's super windy, you can button up the sides here and still have good ventilation because there are vent spots on both sides up at the top. Perfect for hot air rises. All seams are laminated. And this isn't even the part that's exposed. Like, this isn't the fly, this is the tent itself under the fly, and the seams are still laminated. So I haven't used this yet, but I have no doubt in my mind that it's gonna withstand the rain. Super durable. These are like 1-inch thick rods, so super durable, and not too worried about anything breaking there from putting too much excess force on the sides. There are 4 personal item holders here. So there's one here, one down at the feet, and that's repeated on both sides. Okay, as well as the one here fits the power pack perfectly, so it might not get much more than that in there. In terms of length, I'm 5'8", and you'll notice if I lay down here, head right at the top, I have tons of room down at my feet, like 2 feet of extra room. Okay, Luke's stepdad Ian is like 6'2", and he sleeps in here comfortably. I definitely have no problem, but if you're vertically gifted, you'll be fine.
Yeah, so that's it for the rooftop tent. I've been really happy with it so far. I've used it a few times. There are some things that I'd like to point out that I haven't liked though. So I live on the West Coast. It is raining all year. Even in the summer, we get quite a bit of rain. And I took it up the coast, and I did find when it was monsooning, I got a little pooling of water in the covers on the side and that you put up with the fly hangers, and you just have to press the water out. But I wasn't a super big fan of that. I'm sure you can make it tight enough around, but I thought I had it pretty well set up, and I still got some pooling. So that wasn't a huge thing I liked. Another thing is the mattress is 2.5 inches thick. I find it super comfortable. My girlfriend thought it's a little firm, so I have put a mattress topper on top that when she comes with me, so she's super comfortable, but I don't feel it's necessary. I think it's the most comfortable camping experience I've ever had. And then that's about it for like really negatives. It's super big in there. It's a full-size bed. You can fit 3 people, but I've always just had 2. I leave my bedding in and close it all up, so it's super fast to open and close. Maybe if you had some super warm winter stuff, it wouldn't close that well, but for me, it's just super easy to have it all set up in there and then open it up and I'm good to go. Overall setup and putting away is super quick. Once it's on your car, which only takes a few minutes if you have a friend, and a ratcheting 13mm, it is so much faster. The tool they give you, the open end 13mm, is useless. It takes so long to put the tent up. So get yourself a ratcheting wrench. They're pretty inexpensive. You can get them at any hardware store, and it will just save you so much time. But once it's up, you can comfortably have that tent ready to go camping within 5 to 10 minutes, depending how experienced you are with it. It is super quick. And then putting away, especially with those bungees on the inside, you can have that thing away in another 5 to 10 minutes. So overall, you'll be set up, good to go, and then putting away with no real time wasted. It's really convenient. I can't stress that enough. And yeah, so far I've been really happy and expect a lot more videos on it, as I have had more free time lately due to COVID and taking some trips in it. Thank you for watching.